Welcome back, Sebastian here. Time for my review for the first race of the 2024 Formula E Misano ePrix. Pretty exciting race, basically Peloton style, just like we were expecting. Kind of based on how things ended, not the way I think anyone would have wanted it, but sometimes these things happen in motorsport, and especially in Formula E with its particularly draconian rules. So, Evans started on pole, Jeff second. Hughes got some kind of penalty after a really great qualifying result, so he was forced to start at the back. Evans got a great start, kept the lead off the line, and Mortara, after the opening corners, fell to the back, and he was out on the side of the track. Luckily, no safety car or full course yellow. They were able to clear the car away without intervention of either. Very quickly, we got to Peloton style racing, positions constantly changing, drivers very close together on track. In lap 2, Buemi had basically taken the lead from 10th on the grid, so showing just how close the field was together, and made it so that it was basically impossible for me to really keep track of positions for changes in position, so didn't really bother with that until much later in the race. Lap 3, drivers start to take attack mode. Didn't really seem to have a massive effect on the race. Drivers are saving constantly, and just with the way that these Gen 3 cars are with the tires, being in attack mode doesn't give a massive advantage to these cars. Lap 5, we got a Porsche 1-2, and then after that we got the first kind of big moment of the race. There was contact between Vern and Cassidy at the chicane at turn 8, coming out of that chicane. Jev made contact with the front wing of Nick Cassidy, and it basically dislodged it and basically caused it to start rubbing against the tire, which forced him to pit, basically ruining his race. So tough break there for Cassidy, and Jev was later given a 5-second penalty for that move. He did cut across a little bit on the exit of that chicane there, so I do understand why they would penalize that. Lap 6, Verline pits as well with front wing issues, this time also still involving Vern, but this time Verline basically just kind of misjudges the braking zone and kind of hits the back of Jev's car, damaging his front wing, kind of climbs up over the back of him just a little bit. I believe that was at the hairpin in sector 3, and yeah, Verline is forced to pit as well. So that's your top 2 in the championship out of the race in the opening 6 laps. Lap 11, the top 4 at this point were Bird, Vern, DaCosta, Dennis. Lap 14, DaCosta was best on energy with 57%, and this I think would be important. And I think will give us some clues for tomorrow's race, although I guess it's already today for me. But DaCosta was consistently the best on energy through basically the second 2/3 of that race, and I think in the end it really helped him get that win on track. But anyway, sorry for the spoiler there. But anyway, Jev, 5-second penalty. That was the penalty that I talked about before. Gunther then goes airborne on the curb at sector 3. Keeps going, kind of got shoved wide off track, but was able to keep going, so no damage suspension there. We'll see how his back is feeling after that as well. Lap 16, Bird, unfortunately another victim of kind of the close racing. He gets a puncture and he is forced to pit. Lap 18, Roland is in the lead at this point with 10 laps to go, and DaCosta still best on energy. The following couple laps later, lap 21, DaCosta best on energy still 33%. At this point I noted Ticktum was somehow in 7th place in his ERT, which is a big surprise, given we know it's a car that is not that efficient. Gunther overtakes Evans for P4 at turn 8, and this is where drivers are really starting to defend position, and the field is really starting to spread out. Lap 24, Roland takes the lead again. Nato takes his turn 8 shortcut, and yeah, the field again starting to spread out even further. At this point, their cars weren't going 2-3 wide through corners. It was basically one big train with Roland at the front. Lap 26, DaCosta takes the lead at turn 4. Good move there, overtaking Roland. Lap 27, Jev, who is just carrying a 5-second penalty, defending very aggressively and blocking Dennis over the track to try to keep a hold of position, because he knows he's going to lose a whole bunch of positions anyway. Lap 28, DaCosta takes checkered flag. Dennis takes P3 with Jev's penalty. And then after, just kind of before uploading this video, I guess one of the upsides of making this review later is that went on the Wikipedia page to make sure the result hadn't changed, and I see that DaCosta has been disqualified. He was disqualified because of a throttle damper spring not being one of the three basically legal options for their basically the spring that goes into your throttle pedal. Yeah, a very obscure rule. Not really sure what exactly happened there. Basically, Porsche's team manager said that they had not changed that part since start of season 9, and despite that, it's somehow against it was not one of the three viable options. So apparently they're planning to appeal. We'll see what happens, but for now, DaCosta is disqualified, and that of course moves everyone else up. So Roland takes Nissan's first win in Formula E. Of course, they won when they were basically E-Dams. But yes, Roland's Nissan's official first win, and Roland's first win in 4 years as well. So a great result for him after a great string of podiums recently. Dennis second, Gunther third, Dan Ticktum fourth in the ERT, Evans fifth, Jev sixth, Nato seventh, Van Doorn eighth, Fenestraz ninth, Degrassi 10th. Great for Degrassi to get a point in the apt. Muller 11th, 12th, Buemi 13th, Hughes 14th, De Vries 15th, Senna Kamara 16th, Fairline 17th, Fines. Not sure what happened to him. He must have gotten in some kind of incident, because I think he was basically almost a lap down in the pack with Fairline. Your 4 retirements: Cassidy, Bird, Mortara, and Daruvula, who crashed on the last lap. 28 is, although not 22nd and not classified, is DaCosta. So taking a look at your championship standings, big changes from before the race. Roland now moves into the lead of the championship for 80 points. Dennis second with 71, third Gunther 63. I believe Verline also on 63 and fourth. Fifth is Cassie with 61, sixth is Evans with 52. Seventh is Jev with 47, Bird is 8th with 37, ninth is Nato with 23, 10th is Van Doorn with 22, 11th is Fries with 21, 12th is Wyman with 20 points, also on 20 is DaCosta, 14th is Hughes with 18, and then moving up all the way to 15th in the championship is Dan Ticktum with 12 points from that 4th place result. 16th, Fenestraz with 10, 17th Muller with 6, 18th Sedikama with 3, 19th Degrassi with 1, and then Mortara, De Vries, and De Vrubelo still on 0 points. So there you go. That's the first race of the Misano ePrix. We do it all again tonight, I guess, for me, and tomorrow for everyone else. We'll see what the changes are. Of course, tomorrow's race is 2 laps shorter, so in theory there should be less laps of this peloton style racing, and the racing that we saw the last 6 laps, I would say, where things were much more spread out. We should see that for a larger portion of tomorrow's race, maybe the last 10 laps, maybe the last, 12 laps there. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know, pretty exciting race, obviously not, standard motorsport. Pretty similar to Portland. We got Portland last year, but it's entertaining. We don't really know who's going to win, as long as it's fairly safe and the drivers aren't causing absolutely dangerous crashes. I don't think it's the worst kind of racing there is. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.